I'm here at the Adrian Community Bowling Centre in Falkirk with Miriam Walensky, and Miriam's the pole fitness instructor here. So basically, can you tell me a bit about how long you've been doing this, Miriam, and when you got set up here?
Sure, I've been doing pole fitness classes now for about 5 years. I first started when I was at university in Stirling. I was actually studying biology. I just tried it out basically as a hobby through in Glasgow, but I felt like we could make a little bit more of a niche market, get rid of the high heels, make it a little bit more sporty, and opened it to people of all different ages, shapes, sizes, and males as well as females.
Mm. You said take away the high heels and things.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right in thinking that this is a recent kind of Western culture adaptation of pole fitness and pole traditional kind of uses of it?
Yeah, the very first term actually for pole was actually originated in India, and it was the men that used to do all the acrobatic side of things. Mm-hmm. The hip gyrations and movements that then became a bit more famous, I suppose, in terms of the lap dancing industry, were actually performed by the females. Mm-hmm. And they were actually only done in front of small groups of other women. It was part of their fertility dance.
Oh, right, okay.
But after the sort of more Indian culture, it was taken on board for paganism. Mm-hmm. Then from there it eventually moved over into Western society in terms of lap dancing clubs, and finally we're progressing it now into a mainstream sport. It's been incorporated into the Singapore Games, and there's a big petition right now. I think there's something around 15,000 signatures already underway to help bring this forward into the Olympics. There's a lot of support. In particular, last year the World Pole Cup was launched. That was in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. I was over there representing Scotland in the final. It was an amazing experience.
So you mentioned there gymnastics can be incorporated into it. Mm-hmm. Obviously it does sound like a good workout. What kind of muscle groups does it work out when you are doing a pole fitness class?
Everything. Absolutely everything. There is not a part of you that does not eventually ache. I get quite excited now if I get a new bruise or if I start to get a little bit sore, because it does condition you very, very well.
And as we mentioned before, it was a sport that did originally start with men, and obviously mm-hmm. men have more upper body strength than women. Do you find that there's certain things that men can do when they do pole fitness better than women, or?
Yes, a lot of the static holds and poses that you can achieve, such as the flag or the Iron X, mm-hmm. men find it a little bit easier. Where they fail miserably a lot of the time is on coordination, motor skills, balance, and their pain threshold is not as good. I'm quite happy to say that.
Well, you heard it here first, folks.